Hi guys! First off, sorry about the quality. Obviously I don't have Simon's camera around because Simon is not here, and Simon is what brings quality to my life, I suppose. Anyway, about a month ago someone called Choco Monster left a comment asking me to make a video of sort of to explain how I got into K-pop and what my first K-pop song was and some stuff like that. I don't know if you're still around to see this, but hi. And so today, it's a Sunday. I have absolutely nothing to do, except that's a lie because really I have tons of homework, but what better way to spend a Sunday when you have so much better things to do than talk about K-pop? So I thought, you know, we've been going at this channel for several months, many months, more than half a year now, so I think it's time for us to get to know each other a little bit better, don't you think? Gather around, children. Story time. Many years ago, see I'm ancient, I went to school with this girl who was sort of crazy into K-pop, mostly Soyeon. And at the school we shared rooms that we stayed in, both to do work and during breaks and stuff like that. And we had computers in there and sort of spent all of our time, really, school time, in that room. We shared it 7 people a room. And all throughout the first term at that school, she would ask me and our other friends, like, listen to this song or watch this video, and she'd show us pictures of Soyeon and she'd say, who's the prettiest? And who wears the nicest clothes? Which one of them has the nicest outfit? Like that. And all of the rest of us would be like, yeah, sure, let her do her thing. We noticed she was a very enthusiastic fan like that, and we sort of just let her play her K-pop and do her thing, and none of us really got into it that much. And she'd say to me often, like, you should listen to this song, you like this song, and I would be like, no, I want to understand the lyrics, what they sing, because lyrics are very important to me, and because the lyrics are in a different language, it is not relevant. So I sort of didn't really give it a chance. I was really into my own, what should I say, other kinds of music. I do still think that lyrics are very important, but, you know, just because it's in another language doesn't mean there are no lyrics. I didn't really get that back then. It's long ago now. I remember on the first day that we came back after Christmas break, I arrived to school early, and this K-pop friend, she was the only one in the room when I got there, and she was sort of standing behind the computer screen. And she looked like she was about to do a flip, like literally she was spinning around, and she was like, and I just kind of stood there and I looked at her and I was like, are you okay? And she turned to me and she was like, SST music video, and I was like, oh, I see. And from that point on, she played this new music video and this new song by Soyeon over and over and over. Like, seriously, I am not exaggerating if I say that we listened to it like 70 times a day. I didn't really get annoyed by it because I knew she was the type of person who listened to the same song 1,000 times just to get into it, you know. And then, eventually, after listening to it every day in school, like 1,000 times, I'd sit at home in front of my computer and I'd find myself sitting and singing in my head like, G, 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 baby, baby, baby. Wait, what? And another while later, I'd be like, no, 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 no. You know, it's inescapable, really. Anyone who's heard this song, I think, will understand what I mean. That was the beginning, really, of my K-pop fandom. My friend, she'd send me pictures and she'd teach me who was who and teach me their names and all that kind of stuff. Then Genie was released and it became increasingly hard to stay away. Not that I really tried, but... And because all of us who stayed in that room, we were very into our own fandom. We all had fandoms that we were a big part of. So we'd print pictures and hang them up all over the walls in our room. The teachers didn't really like that much. I was really into Buffy the Vampire Slayer, so I printed a bunch of pictures of Buffy and other characters and hung them up all over the walls. But since this friend, she was like the most enthusiastic about her fandom. She was the one who printed the most pictures, so most of the pictures on the walls were SNSD pictures. And so we found out that because most of us who stayed in that room were girls, that our classmates started calling it the lesbian room behind our backs. Good times, good times. Oh Lord. Even though Gina was sort of the start of everything that sort of got me interested, I would say still that there's another moment that I can pinpoint and say that this is sort of where there was no turning back from the K-popness. And that was sort of when I was at home looking up the G music video, sitting there like, what's happening to me? And you know that thing where you press related videos for like 5 hours and then you're like, oh god, what's my name? And I ended up at the Into the New World music video. The melody of that song is just sort of, it's so good. It's too good for life. And I still haven't really gotten over that song. Obviously now it's been 5 years, pretty much. It's a song that just sort of doesn't get old, even though I do think that it sort of gives off an old feeling in the song. It's just timeless. And the lyrics, ironically, the lyrics is my favorite part of the whole song because oh god, they're so good. To be honest, the lyrics explain what K-pop is to me and has been over the past 5 years. K-pop for me is hope. And that's an entirely different story because that will take a lot longer, and if anybody's interested in that story, I don't know, man. So yeah, that's how my K-pop journey started. So, Choco Monster, that's your story. This Choco Monster person also asked me to talk about my top 10 favorite boy groups and also K-pop concerts in Sweden. We've only had one K-pop concert in Sweden, only one K-pop concert in Scandinavia, and I did a vlog for that. So, you know, it was Vic's concert, best weekend of my life. So if you're still interested in knowing about that, then you can just go look at my other vlog, and other than that, there's really not that much to tell because we've only had that one, and I was there. I'm going to make a video about my top 10 favorite boy groups, too, for you, because that sounds like so much fun. So yeah, so this was my K-pop journey. Anybody who's watching this, please do leave me your stories as well, how you got into K-pop and when, and sort of the song that you first heard, and then the song that sort of hooked you and like ensured your stay in the K-pop fandom. Please let me know. I love stuff like this, seriously, because for me, when I look back at these things, I think of it with so much warmth. Like it feels so precious to me. So anybody who's willing to tell me their story, I'll be very happy to read it. Very much so. See you guys in the next vlog. Otherwise, see you in the next reaction video, which is tomorrow. Bye.